Mic check. Give me a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight. And as this room fill up, be sure, and I mean just that, be sure to hit the like button, share this content. Let a friend or that neighbor know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. Come on. Let's get it. The name is Law Nation. Mama said there'll be days just like this. Yup. Ain't no party like the Cowboy party. But what about a Law Nation crew? From my studios to yours. Come on. And who runs? Alright. Cowboys training camp. Panic day, 2 notes, plus more news. 5, 4. Give me a 1 in the chat. Give me a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight. Come on. All right, the audio is straight. Appreciate you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right. All right. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. All right, so for a moment I was nervous for a second because nobody was in there, man. I was thinking that I was talking to myself. All right, so for those who don't know, the Cowboys do have some breaking news. They are doing what we want them to do, and that is bringing in some edge rushers. According to my guy John Machota, they are bringing in Carl Lawson. You know, appreciate him. We've been talking about this. All right. Also, ladies and gentlemen, they are bringing in Yannick Ngakoue. Yeah. So rushers on the edge. This is to fill in the voided areas of losing out on Samuel Williams, of course, Slam Williams. We need some help on that, and it's better to have than to have not. You know what I'm saying? So as one of those things, it's what old folks say. It's better to be prepared also for an opportunity and not have one than to have the opportunity and not be prepared. So they are looking through that. Maybe, just maybe, they'll bring in more than 1 and 2 people that's in the stands because it's been razor blade thin out there. Not a lot of people been coming to these camps as it relates to what they used to bring out. So hopefully this will bring in some newness. Ain't nothing like a new thing. Or as they say, ain't nothing like a real thing, baby. So we're bringing in some guys who pretty much made some news and rumblings in the NFL. Yannick Ngakoue is a guy that I think that he's probably better on a pass rushing situation and scenario than a Carl. Carl Lawson is someone who's better than on the rushing situation. So it's depending on what you really want. I would say this, ladies and gentlemen. I would say this. Get both of them, you know. Get both of them, ain't that right, y'all? Come on, man. Riggs, get both of them. You know, let them fight it out. Let them fight it out. Break the pool stick on the table. Yeah. Break the pool stick on the table and let them boys fight that out, ladies and gentlemen. I would definitely like to see that. I would definitely like to see that. And as well as the situation and scenario that the Cowboys, let's not sleep on MK. MK is a guy that I think that he's a rookie, and by him playing inside and outside, that's too much. That's too much on him, right? That's a little bit too much on him. You want to let these guys that come in focus on a few things, not everything, right? Shout out to you, Terrell. Appreciate you. The last Menzie. Appreciate you, man. And D. Carroll. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. So you want these guys to do that when we look at everything. So that's how I preview it, and that's how I see it as well. So give me 1 second here while this plays out. Let's look at this right quick. Hold on for me. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. All right, so the Cowboys did have a little scrum over here. As you can see, that was Carson's kid and Brevin Spanford. Brevin Spanford is another guy that you can look back on and say, all right, cool, he's a good blocker. He got the size that the Jones family, well, not Jones family, excuse me. He have the size that Coach Mike McCarthy loves. So I do like that. Loud and clear, 5x5. Shout out to you, Soul Goddess. So back to those who just not tuning in. Shout out to you, Lisa. Lisa, appreciate you so much for jumping in. And matter of fact, Lisa, I was cleaning out my stuff here, and guess what? Guess what popped up on my end? And give me 1 second. We were at a nice little event, and I need to send you this. You might screenshot this one. Yeah. Look, I got my road dog with me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Look at that. It was in my catalog there. So appreciate you. Give a round of applause to the lovely Lisa out here. We was at an event, and no, she's the one beside me. She's not the one that's wearing Ezekiel Elliott jersey, by the way. So shout out to Lisa, always bringing in the grade A stuff. I really appreciate you. I wish you can come on out here and we have a great time. But looking back at everything, Cowboy Nation, look, yeah, screenshot that one, reverse and screenshot it and share it around. Yeah, most certainly. So, with that being said, let's go over this camp. Let's go over some of the things that stood out as far as notes or what have you. First and foremost, this is not an indictment on Trey Lance, right? I'm not sitting here saying that he's dog water or dog food or what's on the bottom of your feet, but he didn't have his best day. He struggled with decisions and accuracy. Now, there was a few passes that you say, hey, look at Trey. And he was able to run and break containment and run out and get to the first down there. So with his legs or what have you. But going through his progressions, and keep in mind, he's going against third team, not even first team on some of the looks. So he's going to have to step up. Lewis was one of the better guys out there in practice. I think that Zim fits him like a glove. Yeah. So Lewis showed up. Good reps from Harvey, Johnson, and Clark. Michael Parsons, he had a lot of disruptions out there on the offensive line. And of course, Parsons, I get it. Everybody want to give him his best, right, or showcase that they can stop him. So it's one of those things. And then Cooks, Cook's getting better and better in this particular offense now. So salute, kudos, and credence to Brandon Cooks. So those are the notes that we were able to capture, right? And today was salute to services. So they still didn't play on the side of the field where we are customary to see so that everybody can see these things. So the field was far off, right? I think that, the Cowboys, once again, the participation wasn't as grandiose as it used to be, especially me coming out to Oxnard for like 4 or 5 years now the overall viewership of fans is not all the way there yet. And let me tell y'all something. Surprise, mother suckers. You know, they listening. They listening. Guess how much parking was today? Can somebody put that number in the chat? Guess how much it was for parking today? Can somebody, because your voice matter, guess how much parking was today, baby? Can somebody put that magical number if you wasn't here, you know? Guess how much parking was, you know? Craig says free. Yeah, it's okay. Trey says 0, free. Def King, you're close, but no cigar. $5, you know. Mark says 15. Y'all getting close, but it's south of 15, you know. 40. No. It's south of 15. Gavin got it right, and Lisa got it right. It was $10 parking, baby. Yeah. So your voice matter. You know, your input matters. No longer $20 to $25 to park. So I really appreciate that, man. So now we need to send a louder message to the Joneses, man. I don't know how that it worked. Yeah, like that'd be $10, you know. So I really appreciate that. Yeah, wasn't an arm, wasn't the spleen, just a part. And speaking of that, let's look at my guy, Michael Parsons. Here, this is him. He's getting off of the LOS here, just showing his burst acceleration as my guy D-Law is watching. So my thoughts on Michael Parsons, of course, he is very, very happy about this particular defense. It's so many variations. They do a lot of cloud covers. They do a lot of false blitzes or what have you, and it's very scheme driven, right? So, for example, it puts hell on some of these quarterbacks because what you think you see, you don't see. They take it away, and I like this aspect of what Parsons brings to the game. His speed, his burst acceleration, his speed to power is there. So we absolutely love what Parsons is able to do. All right, so on the next one, let's take a few reps, looks at my guy D-Law. I think he did a great job as well out here today. This is a contract year for him. Let me get into my Dr. Umar situation. This is a contract year for him. But by far, this is also one of the better camps I've seen him in, and just looking at his growth and looking at what he brings to the table. I absolutely like this, and his burst is getting there. Of course, he's already had that. It's just that he has been lacking in the department of sacks. But believe it or not, what you guys are seeing with your eyes, that by PFF and a whole bunch of other graders or what have you, people that watch the film and crunch it for numbers, he is your top 4 run stoppers on the edge in the National Football League, you know. Yeah. So he's in there. So salute to him for all that he do. Salute to him. All right, so this is the defense. The defense, we're going to pull that up, and we're going to have the defense having a leg up on the offense. And you can see that they put a lot of clouds in there, and they were very on Dak Prescott today. And you can see right here, forced a pass, an ill-advised pass. Parsons came in and beat his guy, and he was able to get inside. Get off his release, cut back inside, and my guy still is reaching, launching, right? Stance was great. Kick slide, he over pursuit, and then the running back didn't want nothing to do with picking up this blitz. So, come on, guy. You know, you was right there. Now, Zeke would have probably rib checked him, right? But it's not Zeke. So, the ball was forced out, and the defense looked phenomenal today in a lot of instances. And when we start talking about other things like red zone, Dak Prescott was marvelous in that, though. So, let's pull up our run defense. We're going to show you guys where we get in penetration. Penetration is a good thing. I think that you got to get forced down inside. You got to move the quarterback off their marker. You got to force them into some ill-advised passes, and that's what penetration for the nation can do. Hey, put P in the chat, man, if you like to have the penetration on D, so put P in the chat, man. Appreciate them so much for creating this run defense. Shout out to John Machota for this clip right here. They are able to clog the lanes and penetrate. Yeah, and you see how the guys come down and fill. So you want that on your run D, is to be able to penetrate, get upfield, make the opposition not able to select their run game. So put P in the chat, man. I like seeing that. Ladies and gentlemen, Carl Lawson, is working out as well as Yannick Ngagwe. Yeah. Cowboys should definitely go with both of those boys, Yeah. All right, so the next clip we want to look at, and somebody asked me a question about, Law, what's your honest thoughts on Trey Lance? Push and pay, baby. Push and pay. Riggs. All right. Riggs, I'm too old for this. Well, my honest thoughts of this, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the globe, is I got to wait the preseason. If I'm going to give Dak longitudes and latitudes, I'm going to give Trigger Trey longitudes and latitudes. But damn it, what I'm seeing in practice, I'm not seeing good things, man. It's a splash here and there, but it's not enough to even get anything, of saying, hey, stop all of that splashing, So I would say that I have to wait to preseason before I say anything off the wall with Trey. Shout out to Trigger Trey, but at the end of the day, I'm not seeing anything that will be like, hey, look at this dude. So this is John Machota, right? And he did a marvelous job of capturing this video right here. And this is Trey Lance. He tried to take it deep on the outer boundary edge of it, and he drives back foot, throws. The mechanics is there, and it's just too long and too high for him. And my guy got good position. Shout out to Izzy. Shout out to Izzy moms and them. They reached out to me. They are some good people, and they don't like the nation. They love the nation. But as you can see, Cam Johnson really just didn't have a chance on that ball, and he had the perfect positions over the top to come back and grab that. Now, here's the thing. Seeing Izzy on the outside and not forced to play safety is marvelous for me, because I truly believe that everybody get a fresh sheet of paper, a clean sheet of paper, and they can go wherever they want to go and use anywhere they want to use. Bro threw 4 picks already. Talking about Trey. Well, leave Trigger Trey alone, man. Look, at least here's what I got. Right hand to the man. Right hand to the man. When I was in the stand, we was talking about, I need to see these quarterbacks take a deep throw. I need to see whether or not they can at least throw it deep. And lo and behold, the moment he threw that thing deep, is pick 6. Well, not 6, but user pick. That's user pick, right? He user picked that one. And at least it was a situation. Great coverage, Paul, yes. And I do like what I'm seeing out of this. Now, what is a waste, in my opinion, is Trigger Trey Lance worth a 4th round draft pick? Right now, ladies and gentlemen, is not worth a 4th round draft pick. I would rather see one of the running backs in this year's draft right there used at that spot right now. And we could be talking about Ostrich, Esteman, or whoever that was available in the 4th round, and we could be talking about his growth aspect, or whoever we really, really, really wanted. What's the kid that got drafted to the Jets? We could be talking about running backs or something, But, and Cooper Rush, for what it is worth, inside sources and information saying that they would prefer to have Cooper. Not the Joneses, but the people who told me, who really, really close to the team because they play on the team. Oops. Yeah. I'm out talking my wisdom teeth now. And that's crazy. Someone who said they play on the team. And this is another pick from Izzy in this particular practice session. So Izzy turned himself into Dion. He turned himself into Darrell Reeves. You know, he go, back. Hey, give me that. What would you do for a pick six? So he's able to capture that and do that. So salute to him and shout out to John Machota for being there, for capturing that, ladies and gentlemen. Trey don't matter. Yeah, I see you. All right, so what we're going to show you guys here is a Luke Schoonmaker touchdown. I think that Luke Schoonmaker, he is the oldest tight end on the team. He's the highest paid tight end on the team, right? And he is a guy that I know for sure that the Cowboys covet, right? He's a good blocker, and he's a tall target. We just need for him to get right up to pace to be on this team in a better situation. So let's get this one right here, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Dak Prescott, his red zone drill. And look at all of the fans in the stand in the background. Yeah, a lot of folks, right? Yeah. that area on day 2 would be standing room only on the stands, but you know. All right, so seam routes, middle of the field. I do like that because when you have tight ends who's your basically quarterback's best friends, and they govern a mismatch. If you put a slot corner on them, they too small. If you put a linebacker on them, most linebackers outside of Fred Warner and a few, Overshawn, maybe you throw him in that mix. Sean Lee, Willie Harvey. Most of them guys are difficult to turn their hips and get face side. So when you have a play design that's going to be a quick snap, quick play to your tight end who's a taller target, 9 times out of 10 you should win. You should win as long as you execute the plan and you trust each other. And don't let this big trust comes with Schoonmaker, who's your bigger tight end, and then you have Jake Ferguson. Ooh-wee, baby. Them two right there, shoo. Or it could be John Steven. John Steven looked good today, too. So it could be any of those guys. Yeah, it could be any of those guys. Appreciate everybody, man. Can y'all do me a huge favor? If y'all can hit that like button, share this content, that will help out the algorithm. I know normally I don't go live around this time. It's 6:44. In Dallas, it's 4:44. It's 444s over here, baby. So if y'all can do me a huge favor, hit the like, share this content. Yeah, sharing is caring. But let's pull this up right here. This is Brandon Cook's touchdown in the red zone. Yeah. Like I say, Dak was sharp with this play action, drops back, and 7-on-7, of course, but you still got to find your man, and he found the guy who had 8 touchdowns last season, and that is Brandon Cooks. He didn't hit 1,000 yards, but he's a guy. He's a guy that we know he's a short area quickness, take the top off the defense, and if he can stay healthy, then it can be a good thing for us, right? It can be a really good thing for us. Appreciate you, Kevin Nichols. Shout out to you, Ian and Lasay. Appreciate you. Willie Harvey been balling low-key. Yeah, he has been balling. Yeah, I like his skill sets, and I like what he brings to the table. Let's go to another touchdown on the very next play from my guy, Jalen. Not Brooks, but Tolbert, the other guy. The other Jalen, number 1. Yeah. And he beats the linebacker. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for the ability to line them up and have something one-on-ones with your linebacker and your wide receiver that got short area quickness. Yeah. And Jalen Tolbert, my guy, 18. That's what happened. He's not going to have the foot chase to be able to get that. And that's what I like to see. Get small, get skinny, and get that touchdown going. Yeah. Baby Blue Dramatic says, yes, sir, Law. You got that light coming for you, sir. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Yeah. So Let's go to another touchdown. Scorching from Jalen. Not Brooks, but Tolbert this time. The Jalen's, man, they killing it today, man. And, this Jalen is. And Cropper had a nice catch, too. And we'll take a look at that one. But this is what West Coast offense is about. Is more of your slants. Is more of your drags. Is more of your smokes. Is more of your short to intermediate throws. And you work your yaks. If you think of it like this, Jerry Rice, people may think that he was a guy that caught a lot of bombs, but he was a slant guy. He was a drag guy. He was a guy that can run every route on the tree, but 9 times out of 10, you had to pay very close attention to those drag routes that he was able to run, break free, and give yaks and get out of bounds and live to fight another day. So, yeah. But as a wide receiver, of course, you want to be able to do all of those things, right? Intermediate, short, your 9, your 7s, your bang 8s. You got to do them all. So you can't hide, some of your technique there. So I do like what I'm seeing. Yeah. And CD, to a degree, boy, we miss him, because we know that for what we're seeing here now, it could be better. But if any of these guys looking at this situation saying to themselves, hey, hey, you know what? Give me the opportunity. Give me the chance. Give me the possibility to get more reps at this, right? Yeah. So, and here's another thing too. Before we move on to the next clip. My biggest reservations on Lamb is that by him not being at practice, we're talking about practice, not a game, practice. I know for sure whoever he's running routes against, and I'm not saying that he would have a drop-off, but I know that their skill set, whoever he's running against, I know that their skill sets is not of a Bland, right? Of a Carsons. He's running routes up against probably somebody like me, man. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who probably didn't even play in the league. He running routes up against them, right? And that's going to be a situation there. So it's going to take him a little adjustments to get used to being in pads, used to going up routes, going up against routes against professional football players, not people who working at Walmarts, Chili's, and Popeyes and them. He need to go up against professional people. That's just my thoughts. Don't shank me with a butter knife. Now there's somebody that probably can shut him down at Walmart, man. We the Walmart All-Stars, man. They put me on night shift over here, man. I stock all of the shelves. You better watch out for me, man. I got strong calf muscles and everything. He might go up against the Amazon Prime Elite. Yeah, I don't know. UPS World Beaters. I don't know. But 9 times out of 10, he ain't going up against a professional football players. Yeah. So he's working on all of those cuts and those things, lifting weights and plyometrics and calisthenics. We need damn CD Lamb out here is what I'm trying to say. That's all I'm saying, baby. We need CD Lamb out there. Yeah. JP says, be careful, Law. Lamb is listening. No, because I like Lamb, and I want him out here. I want to encourage him to come out here. I'm not saying anything egregious too, by the way. Yeah, that's just what it is. Sanjay says, what's the possibility of the front office making a trade for a defensive tackle like just Jeffrey Simmons? Also, Kavanaugh said that Tyrus Wheat looked good at defensive edge. Okay. I didn't bump into Jeff Kavanaugh. I needed to bump into him. Tyrus Wheat got this going for him. This particular staff don't know who he is, right? Not in a negative connotation. But this particular staff, they look at Darrell Jackson, they look at Tyrus Wheat, they're looking at MK. We've seen MK on first team, second teams. We've seen him get introduced into those lanes there. I haven't seen Tyrus Wheat do those things, and They are to a degree. I seen Chauncey. I seen, of course, my guy D-Law. But they do have their reservations, Sanjay. That's why they bringing in a Yannick Ngagwe and Carl Lawson. So not saying that we would hear breaking news that they finna cut Wheat, but if Wheat can shine and earn his freedom, like the Gladiator movie that we always use reference for.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Then I'm 10 toes down, man. He need to stand on business. Yo, appreciate this is Landry Schiff, 1967. Appreciate the Law Claw. Appreciate you, man. Just know that this is TC on the drums, auxiliary account, different computer. Okay. All right, man. Come on with it.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Yeah, they treating him like a bastard. Oh my goodness. Cut the wheat. No. Let's go with the next picture that we're going to show is Brandon Cooks cooking, Let's go with it. Appreciate you, though. We appreciate all y'all support. We really do here. And, of course, it's Brandon Cooks, man. That's my guy, although we would like for him to get more and more reps in real games, right? Beneficial reps. Deep drags, deep crossers. I do like the underneath with him, but not in a contested way. I don't like him on the slants as much, a la the pick that Dak Prescott threw in that Green Bay Packers game. But I do like him out in space, misdirections. This play design, they took Cavante Turpin, they put him on a little scoop on the other end, gave them eye candy. And y'all too busy trying to stop Turpin? And if we can be creative in that particular space enough, right? If we can utilize Turpin, Cooks, Tolbert, and be creative in this, man, here's another thing that hit me. And shout out to TC on the drums again for your support. Here's another thing. By CeeDee Lamb not being on this particular team via the holdout, I would absolutely like for this team to continue to be creative in this space. But to answer the Jeffrey Simmons comment super chat from my guy, y'all know I like my Mississippi boys. That would be a lot of sins forgiven, even though it's a lot of sins on his team. But if they can bring in an interior guy, I know the contract is big, but damn it, the cars that everybody like, it costs money. That's the other thing, people fail to realize. I know they say the best thing in life is free, but also the nice things cost money. Can't get a Tesla for $5, You can't get a Tesla, a nice one, for $20,000. No, you got to pay some money. Can't get an Aston Martin. It look nice, but I want only to pay $10,000 for it. No, it costs money, man. So if you want nice things, it's going to cost nice things. You want that shiny ring? I'm quite sure that we probably wouldn't have won all of those 3 Super Bowls without a Charles Haley. And we probably barely squeezed that last one out without. You probably wouldn't even be able to win that one without a Deion, Primetime Sanders. It's all what I'm saying. Now, you can have homegrown stuff, which is good. Organic is the way. Organically speaking, by the way. But things come with a cost, man. One, write this down. Write this down. Biblically speaking. One must count the cost before they build the what? Somebody help me. One must count the cost before they build a what? Yeah. One must count the cost. Let me see. Nobody know the answer to that? One must count the cost before they build the what? Come on, somebody help me. Help me. Oh, my gosh, man. Yes, CJ. Come on with it, baby.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Oh, man, we want to build this. We want to build that. Look. The first Super Bowl that my guy Pat Mahomes won, they probably wouldn't have won it if they didn't go get the honey badger. He made plays in the playoffs. But no, it's all Pat Mahomes. Yeah, but it was the honey badger too. It was necessary for them to go out there and get that, brother, right? But we despise going out there and making some acquisitions to get things, right? But we want those other shiny things, and nobody's doing it the way we doing it, you know? Come on, baby. Foundation is the thing, right? So, yeah, if you want, and look, I was telling someone when we was out there at the training camp a few hours ago. I said, yeah, Pat Mahomes got 3 rings, but so do Christopher Jones, right? He got 3 rings too. And one can argue that they probably would not have those 3, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't have Chris Jones. Just as well as you don't have Pat Mahomes. Yeah, the 49ers was at the 9-yard line for your mind. They easily scored that touchdown if Chris Jones wasn't there. And you wouldn't even be talking about, hey, man, these guys got 3 rings. You will be angry and upset at the fact that the 49ers got 6 rings. Right. So my guy Landry Schiff became a member level. Man, put y'all hands together for him. He's helping grow the nation, baby. Yeah. All right, so my guy Jalen, here's another Jalen, the Cropper one, you know, and he catches this ball on the outside here, number 16. He have a strong shot of making his team, and he's quick. He got short area quickness. I can't mirror him to a player, but he kind of remind me a little bit of the Dwayne Harris that we used to have a few years back here on his intermediate routes and his kickoff capabilities and punt return capabilities, like a Dwayne and them. Who remember him, you know? And when it got down to selecting a player, we went with Cole Beasley over Dwayne, which in his situation, I think it kind of worked his way out. But Dwayne, shoot, he murdered us one of those years. He made us pay. I think it was 2015. He ran one all the way back. He went to the Giants or what have you. Ran one all the way back for a tub, and the rest was history. But neither here nor there. I think Dwayne eventually had a lot of little injuries, though. But I would tell you that Jalen Cropper is a little bit faster than him, a little bit taller, a little bit more quicker as far as the short area. But I think that he have a possibility to come out of nowhere to make this team. Yeah, so shout out to Jalen. In the words of Pat No-C Walker, Jalen Law Firm. Shout out to the Laws, too. All right, so we got this one. This is Willie Harvey. It was a pick that Trey Lance has been struggling with of the disguise. You think that, you see how he dropped back into the sinkhole there, and he's able to capture that INT. I think 55 here, he led the league that he came from in tackles, right? And look how he pivot, his good feet work, drops back smoothly. He played that like a damn DB, y'all. Gets back, reading the eyes of the quarterback, flip his hips, come back to the ball, and he's able to use and pick this, yo. And he got to make this team. 55 has been. This is his about 3rd or 2nd interception in this particular training camp. And I can tell you, we needed his services last season for sure. Somebody. Pre-pause on the front end. They got size, right? That we need somebody that knows and played linebacker like a true linebacker. No weak spots in that department, right? And he just pivots, get back on defense, fade back, and turns and get that ball. And he's reading. He look at his zone read. He's reading the quarterback, right? And flip. You got DBs who struggle with that, and he did it perfectly. Shout out to him. I can't wait. Can't wait for him to see him in preseason. Yeah. So that's good. Hopefully we don't have any bonehead mistakes. I agree with that, right? But you already know. I wish I had my drop on this soundboard. You already know, fella. You already know who don't like mistakes. The first time, I was giving them longitudes and latitudes the first time. But nah, he don't like mistakes the first time, so you got to clear that up. Here's a sack by Michael Parsons. He gets around, and, of course, you can't take the quarterback to the ground, but he kind of gave him a love tap, and he Peter rolls. He Peter rolled him like on Tecmo Bowl. He gets around there, better watch out. I'm trying to love tap you, and he Peter rolls. Made Dak Peter roll, didn't he? Peter roll is, and boy, if you look on the other side of the field, there ain't nobody watching this in the stands. That's crazy. And hey, the Cowboys way. That's how we do it. Yep. And shout out to Parsons. He will win. He will win. You just got to figure out how to stop him from winning. He got 60 tries at it, and he gonna win one of those tries, man. So here's a touchdown pass that we're going to look at, Jalen Tolbert. Appreciate everybody, man, for tuning in and being part of these type of shows. Appreciate you guys. Jalen Tolbert touchdown. Here he is. Let's go look at it. Putting pressure on the edge. He rolls out. He points. He direct. And boom. Those scramble plays that this particular quarterback, not to pump him up, but off the script plays, he's one of your better better quarterbacks in the National Football League, believe it or not, like Ripley's. So he's able to capture this and get things going. I like seeing that, more so for the chemistry that he's developing with Jalen Tolbert opposed to Dak Prescott throwing that ball like that. Shout out to you, Roger M. Mad respect to you. So here's another touchdown from Dak to Cooks. And you'll see it here. He's able to look where he comes from, and that's that 3-by-1 set, and then they line him up inside. Here's my thoughts once again. Of where we didn't utilize Cooks that way that many times last season. It's because CD Lamb and Cooks play in the same damn spot, So that's the reason, So that, my friend, is a situation and scenario that they're going to have to work out. But if you get more and more trust, big trust, and I think that CD can hold himself on the outside just as much as in the inside. But if you got two good guys that plays inside, it's going to be a problem. And truth be said, CD is better on the outside than damn Cooks, right? As far as from a size-wise thing. So, but I do like the play design, the 3-by-1 deal and everything. So I do like that, And then the motion, keep the eye candy there. Yeah. So I do like that, and I think that that's a situation and scenario that this all can work its way out for the good. So Cowboy Nation. Give me your thoughts on that. Break that down for me, man. Help a brother out. HBO me on that. Yeah, action. Yeah, I got a lot of that rub action. Appreciate action. Yeah, action. Shout out to him, man. Let's go to Rico Dido inside run as far as his touchdown. All right, so far, like I said, the running back room is going to be by committee. It's going to be Zeke, Rico, and then Royce, and then everybody else kind of like your ancillary pieces. So that will be your three running backs. For what I'm seeing, right? Zeke, Rico, and then Royce Freeman. So that should be the thing. So ZRR in the chat. Zeke, Rico, and Royce. Fred from the top ropes, man. Appreciate you, man. One of the first super chats of the hour. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. ZRR in the chat. Zeke, Rico, and Royce. And then you can interchangeable. All of that, it could be, shoot, RZR, or Rico, Zeke, and Royce. Somebody should say, hey, man, it could be let's start off with that short area quickness. Let's start off with burst and acceleration. Let's start off with Rico, and then you throw in both of your battering rams. You know, let it be that way, right? Or you can batter and bruise it up, beat it up real good, make it tender for you, and then you throw in the slices with my guy Rico. You know, who's not afraid to lower his helmet and you do crazy things too. So it's either way, man. It's however you want it. You can go ZRR or RZR or however you want to go, you know. Let Ross hit it first, you know. Let's go with it, you know. It just doesn't matter. But shout out to Fred once again. Appreciate you guys. And let me know, ladies and gentlemen, if you got this notification. Hit the like button. Share this content. How's Snoop looking? Snoop, man, my guy Snoop's still on the third team, bro. I haven't seen him elevate from the third to the second yet. But shout out to Snoop, though. Shout out to Snoop. This is David Durden, touchdown. He is one of the coach's favorites, and I would tell you, they brought him back. He's coming off of an ACL tear as well. He tore it back in Frisco last season. And he had a good start to camp. Shout out to you, Def King 55. Appreciate you, my dog. But this is a touchdown by David Durden. And salute to everybody that's on Facebook with your support, right? Salute to Facebook gang. Appreciate you guys. And Action says, my law, your voice sound like you need some hot tea, my brother. No. I don't need any hot tea. It's just that it could be this mixer sounding different. That's just what it is. It could be. Since, you know, I've been yelling. You know, that's what it is. But outside of that, the voice is still good. Yeah. All right. So with that being said, that is something. And then I got, you know what? It sounds like to me, back on the voice thing, you know, because I want to make some clarification for this. I noticed that my voice, as I get a little bit older, I'm getting like this preacher rasp to it. You know, I sound like one of those Southern Baptist, you know, guys. You know, when them bishops are over here, that's what it sounds like. You know, I went back and listened to it, and I got like this little. They're getting raspier and raspier, you know, so that's a good thing. But shout out to all of you guys that's out here supporting me and all what you guys do. And shout out to those who support the voice, too. So that was David Durden. I think that, you know, he is a guy that have another chance at this. But where would you put him? He's a 4-3 guy, I heard, right? He's a 4-3. Or is he a 4-4? Y'all help me out. I think that Durden, you have CD. He's an untouchable. Cowboys would be foolish not to pay him, right? He's paid. Cooks, Turpin, Jalen. That's 5. Ryan. He's a drafted pick. They're not going to fall on the sword with that. That could be your team. This could be your team right here. And damn, Billy Johnson. 7. I don't think you can go with 8. And if it's up to me, give me Billy and them over one catch over that Durden had, you know. And you can stash him and hold him. Stash him and hold him on the on the practice squad. I don't think nobody beating down the doors for Durden. Nor Billy to a degree, but I've seen Billy. You know, this is a fight scruff with Carson's as well as Brevin Span Ford. You know, Cropper, that would make it 8 or 9. There's a lot of wide receivers. I think you can stash Cropper. You can stash Durden. But you can't stash. You can't go against your draft minds of. I think you can't go up against drafting the guy and putting him on the practice squad. What round was Ryan Flanoy? Y'all help me out. You know, it's a wasteful draft pick if you cut him. And he's hurt. That's crazy thing, you know. All right, so as we look at this scruff right here, I'm looking at my guys who's willing to run in there and pull some stuff up out of there. Yeah. I like 81's temperament. Yeah. Get in there. Who else got in there? Who else got busy with it? 15 in that mix. Yeah, give me all my guys. 33 fighting. I want to see everybody who's willing to pull up. I know it's illegal to pull somebody off the piles and stuff. That's undisciplinary. But man, it's practice. I want to see my guys in here, man. Yeah. So that's all I want. Gracia, man, thank you so much, man, for your support. $1.99 for your mind. I see myself in the picture too, man. Appreciate you. Yeah. I got a surprise, man. We're going to do a surprise video for my guy, Gracia, man. I appreciate him so much. Appreciate you so much, bro. Appreciate you so much, man, for your support. Especially got me a personalized item. Can't show it yet. Y'all got to wait for that other video, but shout out and salute to him. I said, I looking down, I said, man, that dude in that picture looked like me, man. I'm glad I made your profile pitch, bro. Picture, man, appreciate you, bro. I can't say anything enough of my appreciations, man, but I really appreciate you, man. Parsons had another sack today, and it doesn't matter. This was counted as a sack, and you can barely see it, but boom, he had to lay up off of him, and that is on Trey Day, Trigger Trey. He just whooped 64. Who is 64 on this offensive line, y'all? Look him up for me. Yeah, yeah, slow feet, too tall. Hands wasn't even engaged, and he put them hands up there so slow. Look at that. That's every technique that you don't supposed to do against an outside edge rusher who's capable of running a 4.3. He had late hands. He's up too tall, and his stance was just crazy. Oh, they gave Joshua Ball. Who's 64 on this team? Somebody help me out. Is it Bostic? Well, he's booming. Boom Bostic. He gave up that sack right there. Sack by Parsons. They counted this as a sack, by the way. Yeah, he would have creamed him. Oh, that is Ball. Or is it Bostic? Bistic. God dog, I messed up that man's name. Bostic. Is that Bostics or Ball? Shout out to my guy, Stephen Carroll. Appreciate you, my guy. 64 got 8 up. Slow release, too. Slow. Yeah. Yeah, so did you guys get a chance to see the other Marquise Bell interception? Yeah. Let me see if I can show this. I don't think it's a good view of it. This is Marquise Bell. Sadiq with the $5 super. Appreciate you. She says, Law, did you check your PayPal the other day? And that means, give me 1 second as you guys probe and take a look at that INT. Appreciate each and every last one of you all for tuning in. And keep in mind that, when it's been a long day. It's been an entire long day of looking at film, chopping up film, and as well as going to camp. It's not an easy one. And then being out here, trying to get things going. All right, so give me 1 second. Let me pull up my PayPal, because I appreciate you guys so much for your support, your love, and adulations for the nation. All right. And here we go. Kudos and credence to the lovely Sadiq Charles. Normally, I would say put SC in the chat for Sadiq, because that is something that now Stephen Carroll has, right? But this SC is going to go to Sadiq Charles. Put SC in the chat, man, for her contributions for the nation. Appreciate you so much. That's a big PayPal. Put SC for Sadiq in the chat, man, if y'all can do that for me, man. And if y'all know how to spell real good, you can type a whole name. Yeah. Put SC all in the chat, man. Shout out to Sadiq. SC. Appreciate you so much. And then we have another one. Somebody say, just like Brandy, with your $4.99 for your mind. I can't believe we still got Ball. Isn't that Jerry nephew or something? Now that's funny. Ball. They gonna stand, I don't know. Just like Brandy, not just like Candy. Just like Brandy. Come on. Shout out to you, Brandy. Thank you so much. I can't believe that they still have Ball in them. And who's worse, Ball or Matt? Well, let's go. Who's worse? Who did it worse? Yeah, but shout out to both of those boys, right? Wink, wink, wink. Shout out to both of those boys, Ball and Matt. Well, let's go. All right, so this is a touchdown by the LSU kid. I think he went to LSU. Racy McMath. This is a throw from Cooper Rush, who's quietly been having a solid camp. And let's go ahead and pull up this one, ladies and gentlemen. Boom. And he went to LSU, right? I think Ball is number 65. So, yeah. So, 64 is someone else. Yeah, Mel, not Winfro, but Hayes. Yeah, I'm at the camp. And this is a good catch by McMath. Yeah. Edward says that's his LSU boy. Yeah. So shout out to him, man. He's not a Jamar Chase or anybody, but or T. Higgins or anybody, or Justin Jefferson, or no, T. Higgins went to another school. Justin Jefferson. Now you want to fight me, right? Don't fight me now. Don't fight me. Jamar Chase, or who all of the LSU guys? He's not a Thomas, Racy McMath. It's a long uphill battle for him. It's a long uphill battle for him. All I can say. But we seen stranger things happen when those bright lights come on in the preseason. Yeah. When them bright lights come on in the preseason, if McMath can do some math out there, Shoot. Yeah, that'll be a nice one, y'all. That would be a nice one. Um, Sanjay says one thing you gotta be able to do in the red zone is read defenses. And Sanjay, he right. The thing is, when you get there, the field gets smaller. Everything condenses. And if it's already 4 seconds, it's too late. There's really not a lot of areas that you can run. So one, two, three, and he's able to climb the pocket, go with his determination. One thing that, I'm being objective with it. When you inside this 20, don't take a sack. Don't throw no interceptions. Sometimes, if it's not there, throw the damn ball away. And I even had that issue with 4 here a couple of years ago. And I think it was last year we was talking about that. Like, don't take the sack there. I think it could have been, and don't criticize me. But I think it was against that first Eagles game. He took a sack and then when we look back at tape, we saw that one of the offensive linemen whiffed. But what you don't want to do is take a sack inside the 20, and you don't want to turn it over, fumble the ball. You want to get positive yards. You got for sure. You're supposed to operate like you know for sure you got 3 on the table. You get what I'm saying? You got 3 on the table. You got 3 points. Don't F it up. We trying to get 6 when you inside the 20. You're supposed to have that type of confidence, right? I'm finna score regardless. My number one goal is to get 6, 7, by the way. But my number one goal is to get 6 or 7, right? So, fade ball, have a plan of action. Have your bread and butter plays together. You can't take no sacks, and damn it, the offensive line, you can't give up no sacks too. So that's a good read. Look, he climbed the pocket, and there your guy go, Sanjay 91, right there on the edge there. He gets off, he fights the hole there, created the pressure, and Rush is able to climb inside. Yeah. So if I was to evaluate that play, he can't let his hands get inside him too quick, right? When them arms are bent like that and they're so close like that, that means that the offensive lineman got his hands inside too quick, right? And he had to free his right hand to get over the shoulder there. So he didn't turn the tackle there, and it's too late. It's too late. So and that's just me looking at this quick clip. I wasn't on this side of the field. Yeah. So I was, and then to your point, we probably slowed down because it's not a real game, and he don't want to push the damn tackle into the quarterback's lap. So you're right about that. That is a very good evaluation. I think that in a game, maybe he would have went with a bull rush instead of the swipe and move and get upfield. Bull rush him, get right inside, get to the quarterback. Bull rush him, yeah. Bull rush, yeah, and just get in there. But and try to get around to the edge. So I get what you're saying. Shout out to Rev in the chat. Appreciate you so much. Let's look at Kevontae Turpin's touchdown. The guy that's making it hard to get rid of, right? Yeah, he's making it hard to get rid of Kevontae Turpin because you can utilize him in so many ways. You can utilize him as running back in the backfield. He can be your short area quickness off to the edge, and then he can be your seam route guy, vertically stretching this field all the way up, and boom. Look how he found a soft spot in the zone, middle field open, and Dak Prescott caught him. Yeah. Because there's safety over there late, and he can't stare him down. He had to look him off, and damn, boom. He's there for the tub. I'm telling y'all that this dude, let me show y'all this play one more time. He could be the X factor. When they playing like loaded boxes, when they rarely do this anyway with the Cowboys because they never have fear of the run, you got somebody that can open it up. When they playing like people that it looks at defenses and offenses, and they look at quarters defenses, and they look at when teams drop 6 or 7. When they drop in 6 and 7. When they drop in 6 and 7 DBs, and you gotta really have somebody that can take the top off of that defense, which is very difficult, right? When you can't get running underneath to hurt them underneath. Let me show y'all what umbrella defense is. I got my notepad here, and I got my pen here, and we're gonna draw a line here, and then we're gonna go. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it. Okay, you can see that, right? So, in order, and this is what quarters defense and cover 4, hell, when they even have 7 in the back, 7 DBs, when they have a lot of DBs, it's just like an umbrella, right? Let me draw a better umbrella. Draw a better umbrella. Yeah, it was a terrible umbrella right there. This is an umbrella, right? So there's 2 ways you can attack this when defenses play that look. You can attack underneath. There'll be your flats. There'll be your curls, like your drags or what have you. And you see how you can attack? You can attack. Let me show you. Draw some arrows right here. So that's when people say, why we always throwing them little short-ass passes? Why we ain't going deep? Yeah, because you got to take. This is what they giving you underneath. You are not finna take a top off of that damn umbrella with a Michael Gallup. Last season. CeeDee Lamb, to a degree, is going to be hard to take the top off because they can roll coverages that way. The only person that you can probably take a top off of it is, you can attack it on the seam, right? And go a good high-low. Yeah. So when you start to look at this kind of caliber of teams that say, okay, well, we respect Dak Prescott enough to only give him the underneath because there's no fear of the run. When you have defenses playing that type and that kind of caliber, you're supposed to have your ability to run the ball on that. You got to run that ball. You got to run the ball and push that umbrella into another situation. Power runs. And when we couldn't run the ball, when teams learned that, hey, we can rush 4, drop our other DBs, take a linebacker off the field, and still stop the Cowboys, shoot. But what Turpin does is that, let me draw another umbrella, right? While y'all look at that highlight, give me 1 second here. I'll draw a better umbrella this time, I'm going to try to draw a better one. What Turpin does, he have the ability, ladies and gentlemen, to run a seam route to take the top off of that umbrella. To take a top off. He have ability to run that seam route and take the top off because he's a 4.29 guy. And if he can get somebody to blow and tip that umbrella one way, then you can utilize and work Lamb. You can utilize and work Jalen Tolbert. You can utilize and work Cooks in that way. Your deep crossers and stuff like that. Your deep crossers. Yeah. Tear that umbrella up. But those plays you got to have O-line up front that can be willing to take care of that and pressure. You can't get pressure with 4. All right, so for those who want some positivity play, this is a good throw and a good catch by Billy Johnson and them, from Trigger Trey. Come on with it. Trigger Trey. There we go. Drops back. Ugh. Knows the ball. Look how he reached the ball, reached out for the ball. They get 2 feet. Yeah. I don't know whether or not they caught it. They counted it, but that was a good play. Here's Trey Lance again, ladies and gentlemen. Let's look at Trey. I was talking to a guy that was in the stands, and he had by far. Have you ever had a troll? Have you ever had a troll in the comments, right? And they trolling talking about X, Y, and Z things that don't even matter. You know, they talking about like peanut butter is good with mayonnaise on a sandwich, and you're like, nah, dog, they don't go together. That's how his conversation sound. You know, his name was, I think his name was Ray, and he was a comedian. You know, and he was talking about let's just get rid of Dak, let's get rid of Cooper Rush, and let's do a whole sale of the team, and let Trey Lance be the starting quarterback, right? And I'm sitting there saying, like, man, that's like peanut butter and mayonnaise on a sandwich, right? Like, that stuff don't go together. But I get his point of view because I seen a team that's creative enough with a quarterback that can scramble, go all the way to the Super Bowl, right? And his name was Jalen Hurts. So if you want that approach, and I think that this dude have some skill set, not calling him Jalen Hurts, by the way, but he can run, right? But that is playing with fire because you got to still be able to read, and you're going to have to use your arm, right? And you got to have a front office that's creative enough to pay those wide receivers, to pay that offensive line, to pay your tight end, and not go back and forth with this and that. The Jones family would have been burned down the Eagles when A.J. Brown was talking about he won $33 million. When Smitty talking about he won $25 to $26 million. They would have had burner tapes on all of those boys, right? They would have been talking about Dallas Goedert, you a good tight end, but you ain't, Jason Witten. They would have beat down Dallas Goedert. They would have burnt down half of that stuff because they don't pay their guys. So I didn't get with it, but at the end of the day, if you're looking for someone to give you goal line running capabilities and they got the ability to use their legs for something, guess what? On that umbrella defense, you for damn sure can run it with your quarterback because they only rush you 4. You roll them out, and then you have him to run the ball. But that is who it is. That's Trigger Trey. That's who number 19 is, and he's showing you some quickness. And he scored a touchdown that way off of that play. So, exactly, Savage. Dak runs too, but, he don't run that fast. And then on top of that, here's the other situation with this. Is that what would happen when teams figure that out? That hey, he's gonna tuck it and run. They're gonna play to that. So you're gonna have to have other dynamic things to happen for you. And I know a lot of people. Yeah. A Tebow package 52. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. And people saying, hey man, that costs too much. It goes back to my conversation that we had about an hour ago. You pay for things you pay for good things. Yeah. You think 36 touchdowns to 9 or 10 interceptions, whatever he had last year is cheap? You can't get that for cheap. You're going to have to pay for that. They was already speculating that even Brock Purdy's new contract is going to be north of $320 million when it's time to pay him. Shoot. You got to pay for those things. Best thing in life, they say, is free, but it's also costly for the other things in life. Right? Cowboy Nation. Dak used to run a lot as well, but he developed into a pocket passer. Because Dak himself went to a system. See, here's another thing. People also think that if you were to pick up Lamar Jackson, let's say it's the year, what year Lamar Jackson was drafted? I think he was drafted 2018, could be 17, could be 2018. That we should have drafted Lamar Jackson before Leighton Vander Esch, right? Because we drafted Leighton Vander Esch that year, I believe. And we passed up on Lamar Jackson. People think that if I had a time machine, right, and I had the ability to influence the Joneses to draft Lamar Jackson, figure out a way to trade Dak Prescott away, that Lamar Jackson would still be Lamar Jackson here. It would never happen. They would have tried to force Lamar Jackson to be a pocket quarterback. Why? Because that's what Jason Garrett do. Yeah. You try to put things in places whereas the system don't even exist. They would have tried to force him, hey, man, we don't want you running. We don't want you sliding out. We're not finna give you run game to this ability. We want you to sit in the pocket, throw the ball. And then y'all would have been comparing him to Dak's rookie year and saying that he can't win you 13 games. And then y'all would have been comparing him to Tony Romo. And then you would have been comparing him to, all of the guys. Danny White, you'd have Don Merritt. You'd have compared him to Roger Staubach. And the kid, he probably even had a single playoff game. What, he's 2-4 right now in the playoffs. Yeah. It would have been the same thing. Yeah. It would have been the same thing. Same thing. But, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in and being parts of these type of recaps and notes and everything that we got a chance to see the Dallas Cowboys at practice today. All I can say is that the next practice, this is the end of the ramp-up period. So according to Mike McCarthy and his analysis of practices in camp, that he is planning on doing, I guess, even more an in-depth practice coming around the next practice. So I can't wait to see what that's going to look like. Maybe there'll be more 11-on-11, 7-on-7s, and things like that. More competition. It's going to get more chippy, right? That's just how it goes. People fighting for that opportunity. And if I'm Carson's or if I'm Brevin Spann, I'm fighting, right, for that opportunity. Woods, I'm fighting for that opportunity. John Stevens, he's fighting for that opportunity. So that's just what it is. It comes down to that. Yeah. Kanye saw the fries in the house. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody, man, for y'all support. Thank all of those who tuned in. Thank those who wanted to tune in but couldn't tune in, but it's going to be on the Rewind Gang. So even if you Rewind Gang, hit that like, share this content, put fire in the chat. Let me know what things that you guys are looking for. There's more and more film on its way that we shot. There's going to be individualized practice workouts and things like that. It's going to be super clear for you guys. I thank all of you guys for your support. I thank you, Stephen Carroll. Shout out to you, Julius. Shout out to you, again, Brandon Ross, for your support. And shout out to Reality for all of your support. And salute to JV Boy. Let's get on up out of here. Great show. And epic show from last night because somebody heard it. So for those who just not tuning in, the parking went from $25 to $10. So we're making movements, right? Somebody is listening. Even though the stands, it was empty. You can hear echoes in it. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, everyone have a reason, but results are what matter. It doesn't matter if it's 50,000 people out there, if it's 100,000 folks out there, if it's one person out there. These boys better get the job done. Zero excuses of what most people say. And shout out to Carl Lawson. Shout out to Yannick Ngakwe. Hopefully one of those boys can make this team and represent with the silver and blue and the star on the side of their helmet. Because we need someone to stand tall and help this team. Right? Especially against week 1. Deshaun Watson and Miles Garrett, not Monroe. We're going to need those helps. We're going to need somebody to either create pressure, to stop pressure, and to score points. We're going to need that. Right? But if you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting or lied about, don't deal in lies or hate it and yet give way to hate it. And yet don't look too good nor talk too wise. If you can think and not make thoughts your aim, or meet with triumph and disaster, and treat those two imposters just the same. If you, yes you, can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your whole life for, broken and stooped, and build back up again with worn out tools. Come on, baby. And we watched that. And some of y'all can't deal with triumph and disaster the same, because a third of you guys are still crying about Green Bay. Y'all, let me say that again. A third of y'all are still crying about Green Bay. Green Bay didn't lift up a Lombardi trophy last year, nor did the 49ers. They wasted the opportunity of knocking us out. They spilled the milk. So let's not cry over spilled milk, ladies and gentlemen. It's about standing firm on what you believe in. It's about standing 10 toes on what you believe in. It's about representing that star, that silver and blue. I'm not out here for the weak ones. I'm not out here for the fickle fans. I'm not out here for those who cry, who moan about the shortcomings. No. Even I would love to have my food, regardless of whether or not it's on the floor or whether or not it's on the table. There was one lady that said, hey, even the dogs get the crumbs from the master table, baby. So I want you guys to stand tall. I want you guys to stand firm in what you believe in. I don't want you guys running around here shaking and being scared of somebody by the name of Green Bay on what happened on that particular day. No, because I want some soldiers over here who's ready to fight, win, lose, or draw.
Prepare for glory!
Prepare for glory, baby. Come on, man. Come on with it, baby.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
So if you're a real one who don't run away from the sound of the gun blast, who's not afraid to represent your squad, whether or not you are winning, whether or not you're losing, whether or not it's a draw or a tie. If you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same. Yes, indeed. Yes, 30 years shaking my head, I feel you. But it was 50 years for the Chiefs. They could have easily folded up like Wallace and lawn chairs, right? But now they're in their grace. They're in their shine right now, right? And they're still with Chief fans before they won it. So I'm going to tell y'all, come here to tell y'all, it don't matter the years. When you have the silver and blue going through your veins, pumping through your heart, it doesn't matter. We don't look over the times of saying it's 30 years, it's 40 years. It could be 1,000 years. I'm still DC for life. We don't die, we multiply. Cowboy Nation, let's get it. DC for life, baby. And let's go. Come on, baby. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go.
Long.
Let's go.
Long.
FBI, open up!
Long.
Let's get on here. Give me my theme music.
Give me my theme music.
Come on, baby.
What more do you want from me?
Come on.
Baby, I just wanna run it
Stand
up.
tall, baby.
Can we check or something? I've been really in the field.
Cash App, I rock. Appreciate you, man. Oh, my goodness. I rock. Shout out to you for the $50 Cash App. I'm going to get that tomahawk steak I didn't eat today. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Take it to a meal, lately I just wanna run it up. Yeah.
Come on, baby.
Kinda check a song. Lately Lately I just wanna run it up.
Come on.
Count that too, count it up.
Hey.
Count it up. Lately I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change to the safe. Got blues inside.
Hey.
Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play, charge it to the game.
Hey.
I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Reverend now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with Jay, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same,
Who is Law Parsons, baby? Shout out to D Ships in Hollywood. Caramelize. Give me some butter on mine, man. Yeah, give me some butter too.
What's on the shelf and I'm not feeling it.
Yeah.
Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real.
Lights, cameras,
Can't
action,
trust
baby.
a soul, I keep a hammer.
Call it Law Nation, baby. Come on.
I've been really in the field lately. Wish I love the feel lately. I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal lately. I just wanna run it up. Yeah.
DJ Law time, baby. Hey.
Kinda check the song. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Come on.
Count that too, count it. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah.
Come on.
I just be off the dome. I never own no chrome. Too many foes and clones. Yeah. I be at home alone.
Come on.
I be in zones alone. I be on road alone.
If you don't like Law Nation,
I been really in the field. Let her rush, I let her feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. I have to take it to a meal. Lately,
come
I
on,
just
G.
wanna run it up.
too early for that. Come on.
Yeah.
Hey.
Nobody coming to see you.
Kinda check the song. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count it up. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
You could live with your own failure.
Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Now, see, the cocaine's happening. When does that crack come into play for you?
Lately, I just wanna run it up.
I ain't mad at you.
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 Shout out to Rock. Appreciate you, man. We still them boys, man.
Are you still involved?
Keep the faith. Keep fighting, baby.
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still involved? Y'all usually check on me.
Y'all usually check on me. Come on, baby.
I'm still involved.
Come on, choir.
Hey, I'm still them boys.
Put, we still them boys in the chat, baby. WSD, baby.
Them boys.
Picture me rolling, D
I'm
Shift.
still them boys.
Hit that note again. All right.
Right. I want my flowers while I'm living.
I'm still them boys.
Swallow them.
Are you not entertained?
I'm still them
Are you
boys.
not entertained?
Let's go, man. Let's go. I'm still
WS.
them boys.
DB, baby.
Them boys.
We need to put that on a hat. WS.
I'm still
DB.
them boys. Now y'all don't want to call and check on the pastor. I'm still them boys.
Shout out to Uncle Charles, too.
Hey, yeah, I'm still them boys.
All right, man. Until next time, one love, man. Peace. DC for life, not for short. Come on with it. Let's go. We out.